Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. On the move from inside his 5. He steps out of bounds just across the 20 at the 21. Decent starting field position here. So Nebraska's offense will have the ball first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
This is a design run, and he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. It's Morton. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Isaac. And they're able to get him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. They'll ride him out of bounds. That's a good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. They'll try the left side. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Now, they'd love to win this one today, secure that spot in the conference championship game. A remarkable achievement. They can't really think this one's in the bag.
No, they've just got to continue focusing on the task at hand. I think that's a big reason why they're in this position that they find themselves in. They take care of business each and every game, David. Some hardware to be won down the road potentially, but you got to win this one.
No doubt, and I think it's hard because you're starting to see the finish line now. Getting later in the season, knowing where you're ranked, what's at stake. Let's see how they handle the pressure.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Oregon's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
To the air on second down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Amatola. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw again. Caught in the backfield, it's Swinton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. He got loose, almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the left. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Lawrence. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And he's going to take the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! These two have spent plenty of time together. That was almost telepathic, David.
No doubt, and quarterbacks and wide receivers throw all offseason to get on the same page. You can see he hits them in stride. That's why he gets the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
The sweet feet buy a little time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Catch is made at the 15. Couldn't get away. Cover team in it. Down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Tyree. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon... We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Quick strike complete. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
On defense, when they line up with numbers and they line up on your side, you're like, you're ready, it's coming right here. And then all of a sudden they mix in counters and they pull one or two guys and go back the other direction. That's a really good job by the offense keeping the defense on their heels.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Tyree. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
That's a really nice looking throw. And when I think about the Ducks offense, I think about explosive plays, right? In the running game, but also in the passing game. I feel like if this team is going to win the conference, they need this guy here to be able to make throws like that on a consistent basis. But I'll tell you, he really gives him a chance. He makes this offense go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done. This kid's got a big-time leg, man. He hit that into the wind, and it looked like that could have been good from 50.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. First play of the drive wants to throw. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Isaac. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. 1st down for this offense. They want to run it left here. Plows through the defense. Created some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Makes a catch at the 10. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. He's got it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
There he goes. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. They'll try to get it in with the run. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Intercepted to stop the threat. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
How do you not get excited and when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do.
Trying to take it back.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Snagged in the middle. It's Winton. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. A new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught. He stepped out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Soft spot in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a 1st at the 32. And he gets to the line and stops the clock with the spike. But this is still a really long field goal attempt and maybe a decision coming up. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going over the top. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. And the Huskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Ducks will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes the Nebraska offense. The field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the...
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. A big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Inside the 20-yard line, pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Huskers are flying down the field. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker! They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt. Out of the end zone.
stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Gonna run it. It's Amatova. Shakes off the defender. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They're dealing with a second and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Lawrence. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Not very pretty, highly effective using that carom off the left upright. And the 3 ball gives us a tie.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown. They forced their opponent to take a field goal. Nice job.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got out of trouble and throws. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Ducks send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Opening play of the drive from the 39.
Yeah,
had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Gonna take a shot. And he's got it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 17. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Got his man. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll move the wide receiver. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Nebraska.
The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Nebraska! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Gets the back moving. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Got it in the middle, it's Winton. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
They punt it away on fourth down. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He's got his man. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He'll pull it down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Turning it on. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And that hurts on defense, giving up the first on the ground like that. We're in a one-possession game. You've got all 3 timeouts. I think you got to start burning them here to save some clock.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA so very critical. How about this one today? Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Western Kentucky. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From the gun, running back gets to give. Made a defender miss. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up. The upset's been bubbling all day, now at a full-fledged spoiled, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide.
Look, it's a nice gain, but I don't know if it's worth the seconds they're losing on the game clock. In this type of situation, you got to be throwing at least to the first down markers, or you got to be throwing to the sidelines to get out of bounds.
He'll throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Tries to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looking for a crease to the left. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. And the Hawkeyes will put total leather and will get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will go on the attack first. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing. Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Bob.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So Iowa's offense will get the ball for the first time. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's the handoff. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. All right, guys, let's talk Iowa. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the grab. Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow.
Oh, he's got some space. And oh, no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense trying to take it back.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Flips it out to the back. Makes the grab, close to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll run it to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Can't get into the ground. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And the Hawkeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Quarterback now breaking the field. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Here's a heat. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Buys a little time. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
The Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to swing it on second down. Quickly complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Morton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Cornhuskers look to keep this drive humming. To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Isaac. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load, chop block on every single play over.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses.
Lots of running room. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get...
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The screen, he can go. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. The Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Moves away as he feels pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, nothing like turkey and stuffing and the Egg Bowl on your Thanksgiving holiday. Ole Miss and Mississippi State. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L column. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Now they'll run the draw. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going.
Makes the catch on the left. He's loose. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback will keep it. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
That tells you a lot about their confidence. Quarterback, 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Got his man on the right. Not enough space. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Leaves it with the back. Couldn't find his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Swings it out to the flat. Runs through a tackle. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. Unloads to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you can tell it's great defense. Nice job getting the hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. Buying some time. Running the green. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the Huskers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker. Getting set for the point after.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And it's such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices.
And the defense. They've got him at the 27. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Hit as he throws. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They boot it away. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Going right to work up top. With the catch, it's Morton. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Cornhuskers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Holds it in the first down and more. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Huskers will snap it on first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands. It's Morton. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking your book.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Oh, they're after him. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Hawkeyes decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 35. He's got great speed. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Ivory. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They're looking to throw on second and short. It's complete to the left. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot. And this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up. But somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Looking for space. It's Potts. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds at the 34. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scoop. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew it was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
They showed this run in the first half, right? You saw it. They loaded up on this side, ran the football, had some success. What do they do in the second half? Pull some guys, run the counter the other direction to keep the defense off balance.
That's reeled in. It's Morton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Under fire. He's going to take off, and they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action on 1st down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. And they'll knock him down. And that was just an exceptional read and run by that quarterback.
And it looks easy, but man, the practice hours that goes into this, putting the ball in the running back's belly, and him understanding, like, listen, I'm going to snatch it.
And the defense got him at the 27. And the Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Complete to start this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Punts it out of the air. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Unloads quickly. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Huskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Nice job to pick up the 1st down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Look out, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. He got enough for the 1st down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He's got it. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think a really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
period starts with a second down play. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out route. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Catch in the middle. It's Morton. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Wants to go up top. The throw to the outside is complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Huskers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Looking to throw. Scrambling away. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the pummeling has started. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll off one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. On the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
The outstanding game has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Isaac. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it on the run. Look at the Hawks. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Floating away. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Husker! And the punishment has been extended. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. The opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll start this drive with a pass. They're working that left side. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Westbrook. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Turning it on. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Let's talk for a minute about Iowa. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that. But Palmer, it's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account. And it's going to be tough, I think, for him to keep his job.
It's a combination of wins and losses this year, but it's also about who's out there. There's some good big-time candidates, some good coaches that could come in. We know they've got the money to spend. It just seems like they're going to make a change.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. He wants to throw. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Makes the grab on the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They're still firing away even with this lead. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.